Evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Seibert now to kick this thing away.
Good job.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Doo-doo Brown. Doo-doo Brown. Doo-doo Brown. Hey.
Here we go. Black 80!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida.
They made me fucking die.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
That's so fucking gay. I ain't gonna do shit. Oh, I know. That's all you're gonna do is rush the fucking. That's all you're gonna do is motherfucking milk the clock. Let me see. 95 speed, 90 speed. All right, let's go. God damn.
A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards on the ground.
45 yards. And the 49er first down.
He got that fluky ass run. And it probably won't get in. And probably won't get in the end zone.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Watch Kittle.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Give me that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Check. Block it before. Bring it.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He can't get him down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Through an opening, and there he goes.
See, he thinks it's a game.
Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 97 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
I ain't even went to Odell yet on you.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Dog, turn that trash off, dog.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Watch out for the drip.
Conventional football 101
Watch out for the drip.
tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Hey, gun. 58, boys, 58, Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 20, 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Listen, that'll be the only 7 that you score.
65 yards as his guys are on the board
that out there
here
now.
in this first quarter. We'll go ahead and strap
I can't
in.
run that defense on.
Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Now making the playoffs.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Browns drive about to get started, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but what about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Real. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Target.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
54. Time to go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Mayfield with it once more. He finds Taylor, complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Watch the curl.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That motherfucker sold his iPhone 10.
Now Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. That one goes for 36 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll give it to Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check, 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 check.
Garoppolo. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Excuse me.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Go! Quick dance, quick dance! 2!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
Give me that.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night, Green Bay, and their defense, not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
54 Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Run. Check.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown. Cleveland. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard
He
deep.
got that one little
And the decision to come out is
touchdown.
going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I picked the wrong defense. I'm going to kill this now. I'm scoring at least 50 on this nigga.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry
Why don't you put in Nick
Ogunjobi
the
in
Slick,
for the
or
sack.
Slick Nick, or whatever his name is. I hope they beat the 49ers.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack.
The
It's
Niners
2nd
got
and
a bye, then they
21.
play the Browns. Nigga, they lost to the Rams. You talking about yeah, they play. Look, first of all, they ain't got no Big Ben. Look, man, I'm finna tell you the same thing I told my partner that's a 49er fan. Y'all played the Bucks.
Here we go.
Y'all
Fans,
played
a reminder,
the
I have a
Steelers.
note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview.
And y'all
So I
played
guess
the
let's
fucking
do just
Bengals,
that as we'll
dog.
hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
They schedule so fucking easy.
Here we go. Here we
Yeah.
go. Black 80.
No, they ain't lost.
Let's go.
But they
On
gonna,
that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offense, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go.
And for the Browns, a nickel.
Kill. Kill. 11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Slick Nick.
Olivier Vernon with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here
about the
comes the 49ers
you're talking
punter
about
now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Slick Nick. That's what my
Just a
homeboy called him,
30-yard
Slick
punt
Nick.
that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and
Watch the slant.
from the gun, Mayfield.
This shit
And
lagging.
he's going to be taken down. Back across mid for number 7 overall pick. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Let's put that here.
Throwing, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Landry that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Run.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Stop it, man. I should go for it on 4th and 33 on your ass. This shit lagging. It won't let me throw the damn ball.
The Browns send out their punter now. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Fuck it, I'm going for 60 on your ass now. You shouldn't even have that 7.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
That's 6 carries.
Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
It's going to be a long day, offense.
They run it again with Chubb.
Call of Duty is for
and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 24.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Especially niggas with.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Shit.
A toss play to Chubb.
Only game really is.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Hey, 180! 36!
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Odell Beckham, 27 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties
I thought you was going to bed. I thought you was going to bed. Why you didn't play
and exploited it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
That's my point. Nigga, you could have played him.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Yeah, that's the nigga from WWE.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. 44 is the mic. 44
I thought he was back on WWE.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion.
Yeah, back on WWE.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Smackdown on Fox.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's the way.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Because they can have Seth Rollins on Raw, they can have Brock Lesnar.
Take over at the 24-yard line. Well, partner, I want to revisit week 1. I got your positive takeaways from the first week of the NFL season. How about the bad stuff?
guess.
Well, let's pump the brakes a little bit on the Super Bowl celebration in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They have to win some games first, and maybe now that's the best thing that could have happened to them. Maybe they can settle in because that's a good roster. Miami, we suspected it was going to be rough. I don't know that we suspected that bad on opening day.
Yeah, because fucking
Jacksonville,
UFC
the defense is supposed to carry this team. They got torched by Kansas City.
Used to be on Fox.
And Pittsburgh just didn't show up against New England. And I don't think we expected that at all because I thought Pittsburgh's defense was really good in the preseason.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
180. Hurry.
Megan is on tech. That's how whack tech is.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they nearly get this
That's
all
how
the way to
whack tech it is.
midfield.
They're
Mark
going to
him
put
down at the
a
49.
TV character on the video.
And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Negan, but come on, he's not even really like that type of character though, dog.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Pinch Mike 0.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control.
I wanted to get that DOA, but...
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Dog, I don't even have that shit no more, dog.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
Like, oh,
we'll see what they do. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. There's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
It's a gain of 19, but it's 3rd down.
Last time I played Soul Calibur was Soul Calibur.
And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hogs and picking passes off.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On play action, now Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Olivier Vernon able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Come on, man. Give me some type of competition, man.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Browns drive about to get started. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They go with Chubb on second down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
180! Watch the slant! Hurry! Mike 51! Mike 51! I'm coming! Run! SOS!
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go!
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Y'all motherfuckers thought y'all was going to do something. Yeah. Y'all motherfuckers played on Monday night. Y'all look like a fucking playoff team.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Man, I thought they fixed that illegal man downfield shit.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
I got you. I got you. 49, check 49, check 49.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Come on, dog. Ain't number 16 seconds left. Ain't no play going.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Push him back.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here.
That's like a glitch, ain't it?
So Cleveland able to come away with the
that
victory
fucking,
here. And you know,
glitch,
it wasn't a
that fucking
shutout. They
ran.
did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
Yeah, we'll be here. I'm going to bed soon though. Fuck. I'm about to put up another picture of Sade. Fuck. I think that bitch just had a birthday too. Still looking good as a motherfucker.